Welcome. In this short video, we'll walk through how to use the 2026 Public Retirement Systems Study Dashboard, an interactive tool designed to help you explore trends, practices, and funding data across public retirement systems nationwide. First, an important note. All NCPERS members have access to this dashboard. You can find it by logging into your member compass and navigating to the Public Retirement Systems Study resources. The dashboard allows you to explore survey responses, filter results, and compare your system to peers while maintaining respondent anonymity. Let's start with a quick overview. Across the top of the dashboard, you'll see a series of tabs. Each tab represents a different section of the study, including who responded, fund analysis, assumptions, investment returns, cost of living adjustments, funding levels, plan practices, and future priorities. Before diving into the charts, let's talk about the filters on the left-hand side. These filters allow you to customize what data you're viewing. You can narrow results by response year, here set to 2025, however, we can add some more. And you'll note that there is an instantaneous change in the relevant charts. You can also look at fiscal period, which represents half response years. You can look at total number of plan participants, total actuarial assets, whether beneficiaries are eligible for Social Security, and whether plans serve local, county, state, educational, public safety, or other categories of employees. As you adjust these filters, all charts on the page update automatically, allowing you to compare your system to a relevant peer group. Looking at the Who Responded page, we can see context about the retirement systems that participated in the study. At the top left, you'll see plan type. This chart shows the distribution of responding plans, such as defined benefit, defined contribution, combination plans, and cash balance plans. Next, the employee and retiree type chart highlights the kind of workforces these plans serve, including public safety, local government, educational, and state employees. And as you scroll down, you'll see information on fiscal year end of the Annual Comprehensive Financial Report, or ACFR, whether participants are eligible for Medicare, and whether they're eligible for Social Security. These charts help ground the rest of the dashboard by showing who is represented in the data and how systems differ structurally. Next, let's move to fund analysis, which focuses on operational practices, governance, and expenses. At the top of the page, you'll see a chart indicating whether plans include overtime in benefit calculations. This provides insight into benefit design practices across systems. Below that, the dashboard shows which assets are managed in-house, offering a look at internal versus external investment management strategies. And on the right side, you'll see average plan expenses broken out into administrative and investment expenses. These are shown in basis points, i.e. 1/100th of a percentage point, to make it easier to compare costs across differently sized systems. Some charts also allow you to view averages by fund size, giving additional context for how scale impacts operations. The Assumptions tab focuses on the economic and demographic assumptions used by retirement systems. Here, you'll find charts related to assumed rates of return, inflation assumptions, and amortization periods. These visuals may help members see how assumptions vary across systems and how they may differ by plan size or structure. As with other pages, filters allow you to refine the comparison group to ensure meaningful benchmarking. The Investment Returns tab focuses on current and target allocations across investment categories, as well as annual returns within those categories. And note that you can use the filters to examine responses from previous years, either individually or simultaneously. The COLA tab focuses on how different plans manage cost of living adjustments for beneficiaries. Using filters along the left, users can see the proportion of different sets of plans that offer a COLA, the average COLA among those that offer one, the manner in which COLAs are offered, and the manner in which they're calculated. The Funding Levels tab focuses on how different plans are funded. It shows the plan's average funded ratio, the proportion of plans that received their actuarially determined contribution, the percentages of payroll dedicated to pension funding, and how funded levels are distributed across plan sizes. And finally, the Plan Practices and Future Priorities tabs provide information about benefits provided, as well as educational mandates and the nature of those mandates, insurance, along with plan priorities for 2026, and how plan management are thinking about emerging AI tools' role uh, in the behavior of contemporary retirement systems. Note that as you've seen, the tabs have the same interactive features throughout the dashboard. We encourage you to spend time adjusting filters, hovering over charts for additional detail, and comparing results across years or peer groups. The 2026 Public Retirement System Study Dashboard is designed to support informed discussion, strategic planning, and peer learning, while protecting the anonymity of respondents. Thank you for engaging with NCPERS, and we hope this dashboard becomes a valuable resource for your organization.